Let me talk to you about the spy balloon. Stu, what do you know about the spy balloon?
Well, apparently a spy balloon flying from a product of China, flying over the western United States.
Yeah, it's over Wyoming.
Over Alaska.
Yeah.
Wyoming now.
It's now
Montana,
Wyoming. Yeah. So
I did have the question of when we have satellites and TikTok, why would you need a balloon? I don't know.
It does seem to be a little old-timey, At first, when I heard that, I thought they're down to hot air balloons. That's good. That's good. But it's not good. And here's why. And I'm not hearing anybody talk about this. First of all, the balloon's current path, it carries this balloon over a number of sensitive military sites. Okay. And they also say, the United States says they don't want to shoot it out of the sky because of falling debris. Really? We don't have anything that would just obliterate that thing in the sky? Really? So anyway, it was over Canada, and then it flies into the United States, and it's flying over sensitive military nuclear sites. And the Chinese Foreign Ministry said, relax, America. Now, I don't know about you, but China should be happy that we don't have a female for president, because females don't really like it when males say, okay, sweetheart, relax. And I think that's kind of what China just said to us in a very condescending tone. Oh, please, relax. It's just a spy balloon. What are we going to get? Well, here's the one thing that I wanted to check when I saw this. The balloon, they think, is at an altitude between 80 and 120,000 feet. Now, I am not saying this is what it is, but I am saying if we don't shoot it down and make sure that our own airspace remains sacred, we're out of our minds. Can you imagine Russia if we had a spy balloon and we told Russia or China, relax. The balloon is at an altitude, they believe, between 80 and 120,000 feet. The minimum altitude for an airborne EMP is 94 or 95,000 feet. So that's right in that range. I just want to throw that out there. I don't think it's an EMP. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not an EMP. However, if they can fly things over our country and we do nothing about it, and they're flying them over our nuclear sites, I think that's a problem. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not really relaxed about it. How about you?
Sounds like a big problem. And, certainly I think they will learn that they can do this if they want to do it.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
That's what they're gathering from this.
That's the intelligence that they're gathering. I really believe they are gathering the intelligence of, will America even respond? I don't think they will. No, of course they will. No, I don't think they will. Let's fly it over. Fly it into U.S. airspace, and let's fly it over their really sensitive military sites and see if they say a word. No. That's the intelligence they're gathering.
That's all we do, though, is we said a word. And, they're talking about how this is going to make a very uncomfortable meeting when, I guess, Blinken meets with them.
Oh, very uncomfortable. We might send them a sternly worded letter. Why not blow it out of the sky? Sincerely, why not blow it out of the sky? I'm just saying. If it's a balloon, I'm not so worried about shrapnel coming down. Are you?
Looking at it, though, the pictures that seemingly are of this balloon, it doesn't look like a balloon, like how you'd think of a balloon. It looks like there's a decent amount of equipment on it. I don't. How would you describe this picture? It looks almost like a satellite.
Almost like Sputnik. Yeah, so it looks kind of like a satellite. I wonder what equipment might be on it. And honestly, there is nothing that a balloon can gather that I am aware of, and I talked to some expert about this. There's nothing that I'm aware of that they need a balloon for, that they can't gather just via satellite. They can watch us on satellite. We got that technology. So why launch a balloon? The only answer I and others can come up with that I've talked to is they're just testing whether or not they can invade our airspace and we do anything. Now, why would they want to know that? It's just not good. It's not good. Just saying. I just leave it at that. Just
your summary of the spy balloon. Do we get a headline out of that? Is that a clickbaity headline that we can get out there?
China flying mysterious balloons with equipment on it over sensitive U.S. U.S. sites. Suboptimal.
Yeah.
Suboptimal. I'm just saying.
Suboptimal.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the sub.
Yeah, which can launch a lot of things. Anyway, there is a new poll out, and it's a record-setting poll, and I think this is exciting. Only about a third, 36% of Americans, say they are satisfied now with a set of policy issues spanning all aspects of government. Among the lowest rated issues was the state of the economy, which our president said is fixed, right? I mean, it's booming.
Strong as hell, Glenn.
Strong as hell. No joke, people. I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. I'm shooting straight. It's strong as hell. A quarter of Americans say, yeah, I'm satisfied with it. It had the largest year-over-year decline, dropping 8 percentage points. Satisfaction with gun laws also dropped sharply this year to a record low of 34%. Now, this one I'd like you to look into, Stu. I'd like to know, is that like, yeah, our gun laws aren't strong enough. We got to be more like California, which, well, don't think about the stats on that one too much because we already have the toughest gun laws in California. But that's because of other states that we're having all these problems. So the satisfaction of gun laws dropped sharply to a record low. Policies on abortion, efforts to control crime, quality of public education, and efforts to combat poverty and homelessness also remained at near all-time low points. So we're not in a good mood. Now, they say there are things we can build on. Sure, there's a rise of polarization and a decline in national harmony. We've always had a baseline where, people were generally content with America, and now people are not. I wonder what could have changed that. So the perception of overall quality of life in the U.S. has dropped to a record low this year, as did perceptions of wealth inequality. Less than a quarter of adults now say that they are satisfied the way income and wealth is distributed in the U.S. Less than a quarter of adults. So does that mean only a quarter of us believe in the free market?
Is it that high?
Is it that
I mean, think about it. Like,
it's
you are
crazy.
Constantly beaten over the head with how much this country sucks, how terrible it's been, how everything it does is wrong, how every police officer is out to kill minorities, how, it's on and on and on and on, how every rich person's trying to kill poor people for profit, every company's out to get you. You think about how that has to wash over a population over multiple decades, and what other ending can you come to? Only if people are hardcore in their principles.
Yeah, they absolutely know that. And then, just when you think things are, horrible, the groundhog dies on Groundhog Day. It's suboptimal. I'm going to leave it at that.